All right. Good morning. I know you're going to get tired of hearing from me. Just a couple more things to wrap up our Friday. Our PLC agenda, we're going to start this next week. Monday, when you meet with your PLC, this is the format that you're going to be using to have your conversations. This is just to kind of guide your conversation with your team to really focus on the learning and the teaching to drive the learning. So when you are together with your team, you're going to be completing at the top. Make sure that you put your grade and today's date, or the day that you meet, the date, where you're meeting, how you're meeting. Don't forget to put your PLC norms in there. So make sure that you've got those things that you want to keep together as a team to help you be successful. What materials do you need? Do you need everybody to bring their math book? Do you need everybody to bring their grade book? Whatever it is that you need everybody to bring, that needs to be listed right here. Now, the first kind of table is about English language arts. Math has its own table, but it's the same process. So the questions that I want you talking about with your team is regarding reading. What is our focus for next week? Where are we now? So what do we need to do to move the learning forward? What did we learn today? Who benefited and who did not? When we talk about what did we learn today, that means what did we learn about what our kids know and don't know, or what works and what doesn't work. Who benefited and who didn't? You can use information based on your exit tickets or quick assessments or just anecdotal evidence just by watching what they did, who's getting it and who didn't. This is a section right here to add your learning intention. Make sure that you've got that in there because should be the start of every single lesson. Students need to know what the goal of the lesson is and what they're doing today. The next section is how will we meet the needs of our intensive students? You guys, we've got kids that are getting lost right now and parents that are frustrated that their kids are getting lost. So when we're doing our direct instruction and we're teaching that grade level content, what are we going to do to make sure that those intensive kids get what they need and don't get lost? How are we going to address the needs of our above benchmark students? So the kids at the other end, those top 10% kids, we're going to lose them also. So how do we make sure that they get what they need and that they get pushed to grow as well? So I know that that's hard. That's a lot of specific conversation, but I want this completed. This is starting on Monday. You don't have to complete every single section. You may not be able to get to English language arts and math in its entirety every day. This is a working document, and this is really meant to guide your instruction. So you need to make sure that you've got one person, not guide your instruction, guide your conversation. Make sure that you've got one person that is kind of your note taker so that whatever you talk about goes right here in the notes and everybody has access to it. Everybody can go back to it. Now, that's starting Monday. I'm going to show you how to get it. So last night I created a website, just like we use for the in-service. So this is what it looks like. So right now it's just preliminary. I put Rocky Stars because I thought that was kind of cool, like rock stars. On the left-hand side, you can see we've got Rocky Staff up at the top. This is the home page. It's got nothing on it yet. But then we've got the grade K2 grade pod. So when I click on that, it takes me to the grade kindergarten through second grade pod, just the page. On this first page, you've got your weekly communication plan. So you can just click on it and it will open up. This will open into a new window. So you can have access to your document very, very easily. The grade pod meeting notes will be here in that next section down. We will get to that. That will be in the next week or two. Over on the left-hand side, there is a sub-page for each of K2 and 3-5. So the sub-page for K2 is PLC. I'm going to click on it, and it takes me to the K through second grade PLC page. This first section is Kinder PLC. If you click on this line, this list right here, this is the document that I uploaded. This is your agenda. When you open it, make sure that you make a copy so that you can continue adding onto it and you have a different document for each time you continue through the process. If you go down a little bit, there's first grade. And down a little more, there's second grade. So you're going to make sure that you do not, if you're second grade, do not go into the first grade PLC agenda. As you save them, it should automatically, as you save your document and you create a new one, it should automatically show up in this box because this is linked directly to your PLC folder in Google. So third grade, you have the same thing. There are your communication plans, and then this will be your grade pod notes. And then you've got your sub page that is the 3rd through 5th grade PLC sub page. So within this sub page, you've got, this is your folder. So you can click right on this link and it will open up the agenda. 4th grade, same thing. Then there's 5th grade, it's in a list. So I'm going to show you what it looks like. If I click on the 3rd grade PLC agenda, it just opens a new window directly to that agenda. So make sure that you make a copy of it, but this is yours to use, to utilize. Make sure that you've got the date on there. And then the other option that you can do is you can click this little button off to the right-hand corner. That will open the entire folder. So if you've got other documents that you want to add in there or complete or access, you can do it from there, but they also will be listed from this view right here. So I'm getting ready to publish this website. I hope it helps things be a little bit easier. Off to the left-hand side, I'm going to create other pages kind of as they come up and as they're relevant with the different resources. I know we've been sending so much out that it's hard to go back and find. So it will hopefully soon be all on here. And then this last thing is the CDL docs. So first, the only thing I have on this page is just that the learning schedule, kind of the master schedule. So as you're digging through this, remember, starting Monday, we're doing the PLC agendas. Keep referring back to it. Bookmark this website. You can even save it as an icon to your desktop. And hopefully this will be a little bit easier for us to navigate. So thank you guys for your attention and your time, and have a great weekend.